Hey everyone, I'm going to create a sync job between these two buckets, the source bucket and the destination bucket. I have some files in the source bucket that are going to be synced to my destination bucket. These two buckets are on two different AWS accounts. You can follow this guide on any S3 storage you have. It doesn't have to be an AWS provided storage, but for the sake of this video, we're going to use S3. Let's go ahead and create a new IAM user by navigating to users, create, and then enter a username. Go into attach a policy directly and going to attach the S3 full access policy. Let's hit next, create a new user, and that's that. Now let's go ahead and do the same thing on our destination account. Navigate to the IAM service, create a new user, going to call it S3 access as well. Now let's attach the policy. Now that's done, we're going to install RClone. Since I'm using macOS, I have the Pro command to install RClone, but I'm going to leave a link in the description below on how to install RClone on your specific OS. Now let's create a directory called RClone script and navigate into it. We're going to create a new configuration file for our two buckets. We're going to call it buckets.conf, and we're going to have two segments here. One for the source bucket, type S3 provider AWS, and we need to input our key ID and secret access key. So let's go ahead and create a new key by navigating to security credentials, create access key. I'm going to select the CLI option and click I understand. Then create access key. Let's copy our access key ID and our secret. And now all we have to do is select the region, and we're done with the first segment of our config file. Now let's create a new segment called destination, and I'm going to fill in the same details as well. Of course, we need to create a new credentials for the second account. Let's copy our access key and secret access key. Let's save this file. Now let's create a new file called sync. But first, let's go ahead and make sure that our destination bucket is empty. Let's create a new file called sync script, and we're going to use bash to run this script. So do hashtag bin bash, and then let's define our source and destination bucket URLs. The URL is going to be your segment ID. So in our case, we named it source, and then the slash bucket name. So I have source bucket SP and destination bucket SP. And then let's do our config path, have it under home scripts buckets.conf. Now let's run our RClone sync command by doing RClone sync, then source bucket, destination bucket, and then pass the config file. Now I'm going to optionally print a message that indicates the print job is complete. Great. Now let's make it executable and run the sync job. As you can see, the sync is complete. So let's go ahead and refresh our objects. And we have all of our backups synced to my other bucket. Last step would be to automate your script. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use cron tab and add a new line in here that automates this script by running it every day at midnight. And that's it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.